One Gospel, version 2, part 114. Jesus criticizes the Pharisees and Scribes. Matthew 23, 1 through 39, Mark 12, 38 through 40, Luke 20, 45 through 47. And then in the hearing of all the people, Yeshua spoke to the multitudes and to his disciples by his teaching, saying to them, The scribes and the Pharisees sit in Moshe's seat. Therefore, whatever they tell you to observe, observe and do. And do not do according to their works, for they say and do not do. For they bind heavy and hard to bear burdens, and lay them on men's shoulders, and they will not move them with one of their fingers. And they do all their works to be seen by men. Beware the scribes, who desire to walk in long robes. They make their phylacteries broad, and enlarge the fringes of their garments. And they love the chief seats at evening meals, and the chief seats in the synagogues, and love greetings in the marketplaces, and to be called by men, Rabbi, Rabbi. And you, do not be called Rabbi, for one is your master, the Messiah, and all of you are brothers. And do not call anyone upon the earth your father, for one is your Father, who is in the heavens. Neither be called masters, for one is your master, the Messiah. And he who is greatest among you shall be your servant, and whoever shall exalt himself shall be humbled, and he who shall humble himself shall be exalted. And woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you shut up the kingdom of the heavens before men. For you do not go in, nor do you allow those who are entering to go in. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you devour widows' houses, and for a pretense make long prayers. Therefore you shall receive the greater condemnation. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you travel sea and dry land to make one proselyte, and when he is made, you make him twice as much the son of Gehenna as you yourselves. Woe to you, blind guides, who say, Whoever shall swear by the temple, it is nothing, and whoever shall swear by the gold of the temple is a debtor. Fools and blind! For which is greater, the gold or the temple that sanctifies the gold? And whoever shall swear by the altar, it is nothing. But whoever swears by the gift that is upon it is a debtor. Fools and blind! For which is greater, the gift or the altar that sanctifies the gift? Therefore he who shall swear by the altar swears by it, and by all things on it. And he who shall swear by the temple swears by it, and by him who dwells in it. And he who shall swear by the heaven swears by the throne of God, and by him that sits on it. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you give a tithe of mint and dill and cumin, and have neglected the weightier matters of the law, justice, mercy, and faith. These you should have done, and not neglect the other. Blind guides who strain out a gnat and swallow a camel? Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you cleanse the outside of the cup and of the plate, but within they are full of extortion and self-indulgence. Blind Pharisee, cleanse first the inside of the cup and the plate, that the outside of them may also become clean. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you are like whitewashed tombs, which indeed appear beautiful outwardly, but within are full of dead men's bones, and of all uncleanliness. In this manner you also outwardly appear righteous to men, but within you are full of hypocrisy and lawlessness. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, hypocrites, because you build the tombs of the prophets and adorn the tombs of the righteous, and say, If we had been there in the days of our fathers, we would not have been partners with them in the bloodshed of the prophets. Therefore you bear witness to yourselves that you are the sons of those who murdered the prophets. And you fill up the measure of your fathers. Serpents, brood of vipers, how can you escape the condemnation of Gehenna? Therefore, behold, I send to you prophets and wise men and scribes, and some of them you shall kill and crucify, and some of them you shall scourge in your synagogues and persecute from city to city, so that on you may come all the righteous blood poured on the earth, from the blood of Hebel the righteous to the blood of Zechariah son of Berechiah, whom you murdered between the temple sanctuary and the altar. Truly I say to you, all these things shall come on this generation. Jerusalem, Jerusalem, the one who kills the prophets and stones those sent to you. How often I wanted to gather your children together, as a hen gathers her chicks under the wings, and you were not willing. Behold, your house is left to you desolate. For I say to you, you shall not see me from now on, until you shall say, Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord.